We're in July and it's very cold. It's not usually the right time to catch a bee swarm, but we've decided that we will try all the same. And so we will go in and check our beehives and clean them up and then set them up again. We have had these beehives for about 1 year and we have not caught any swarms. We have managed to catch twice, 2 swarms, and they all left. We don't know why. And so today we are going to check up our hives and investigate and find out why our bees come and they leave and why we don't get more bees. And we will treat them and hope that we'll be catching new swarms very soon. So our beehives are hanging out in the garden and we will go in and look at them and see how they are hanging, the position they are facing, if there are insects inside, and if we have closed the lid very well so that nothing has gone inside. This is something that one needs to check all the time, especially if you don't see bees swarming your hives. It means that there's something that chases them away. And that's why we need to go there and look at them. Let's look a bit at the few plants that we usually make our own nurseries when we want to plant our flowers and our plants. And then we change them and plant them now in our plant gardens. So that these are just small nurseries that we put on the side. And then we come and replant them again as a garden. So these are very young gardens that we are still making. And why we make these flower gardens is also food for our bees. So we're preparing this so that our bees can have enough food to be able to stay in our hives. So we'll find that there are very, very many bees that come to take pollen from these plants. Near our hives, and we are now working on them. So we remove them from the trees where they are hanging, and then we remove all those little sticks inside, and then we check what is inside, and then we clean them. And so when we opened most of these hives, we found that there were very many insects. There were ants. There were actually snails inside. One of them came out a lizard. So there are just so many little things that were inside. And once a bee comes and tries to come inside, and they find that the hive is occupied by anything, then they don't stay there. So they don't bring their queen mother there, and they also don't go inside. They just disappear and look for another place. And this is why we were not getting any bees in our hives. And therefore today we're going to take a few of them and start cleaning them. And you will see how we are going to clean them. So these gentlemen have already cleaned this one. And after we clean this one, we have a little bottle with very concentrated lemongrass oil that we have bought. And this is what we are sprinkling on the bars so that it will attract the bees. It's a very, very good it's a very good oil, and it's very good for attracting the bees. And before we actually put these bars inside, we had cleaned these hives very well with a brush. After brushing them, then we pick some lemongrass, the fresh one that we're growing. We take some of that and we rub it inside. And after that is when we pour this little concentrated oil. And then after that, we put our queen excluder, the yellow little net on top, and then we put the lid on top of the hive. And we have put these little metals on the side that we are going to use to hang it on the trees. And so that one is ready. And we will prepare all the hives like this, and we will hang them, and then we will see which ones that will get bees. And we have actually planted sunflowers because they have a lot of pollen. So we planted lots and lots of sunflowers for our bees. We've actually planted them specifically for our bees, but also we have them. We keep the seeds, we dry them, and we give to our chicken that we keep in this farm. And so you can see here, this is another little hive that we have dismantled so that we can clean it up and so that we can do the same procedure. Brush it up, remove everything, all the debris, all the animals, dead or alive, and then we have to clean it with the lemongrass, the fresh one, the leaves. You can see the gentleman there, he's cleaning it up with the lemongrass. And then after that, we are going to put it back in the hive. And on these bars, we are going to pour the lemongrass oil and we will hang them. And so we'll do this throughout the day. We'll do as many as we can, and we hope that we can do all of them, and we will see the results. This is the first time we are doing this after we bought the hives. We just hung them and thought the bees would come in, but now we've decided to put some effort in it. We'll let you know. So let's hope we get some bees. Thank you.